Okay, let's get started with our class. Today we're doing splits training, which is hips and hamstrings. Real quick introduction today because I have nothing to show. Okay, all the products that I showed last time are still available to purchase on my website. I've also linked them in the description. So let's start off with our warm up. You should know what's coming up because the warm up remains the same every time. And then we'll get straight into our stretch session. Let's go. We're going to start off with some star jumps, which is 100 star jumps, as you should know. And let me take my AirPod out. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let me get a hairband. Give me a second. And relax. Right, going for our squats, nice and low, or as low as you can. And we're holding. And we have 30 seconds to go. And relax. Coming up, big circles of the hips. And we're coming in. And relax. Legs and feet out to the side. And we are dipping into our hips. Hands are coming down. And same thing, straight legs. Coming up and down. With the legs bounce. And relax. Right. Arms up nice and tight by your ears. Stepping forward, we'll start with your left leg, sorry. Toes up to the ceiling, just like this. You want your leg nice and strong and straight. Kicking up as high as you can. Don't worry about the height, focus more on how straight your leg is so you can feel the stretch in the back of your leg. Arms up, and we're coming up. Change sides. Coming out to the side. And change. Lovely, and we're going back. Change sides. Lovely, jogging on the spot. And high knees. Kicking your bum. And star jump.
I've been getting paid for rapping, talking about the drums. When I tell you I can make it clap, had to make you wait for that. You intrigued with conversation, you be moving dolo. I'm intrigued and I'm in admiration. I can guess you up, but I don't think you need the validation. Still you looking good, natural, but I'm no operation. My old big tail, your old too. Younger me, he wanted street stripes, they wasn't blue. Now I'm banking on the sweet life when I'm next to you. Giving you the credit you deserve, cause it's overdue. You got better when you said you done trusting me, but you didn't. Move low key, but I really know you with it. Why you not sure I'm ready? You got them bitches on sevens. I'm like, yeah, this, you know, that is.
Perfect. Grab some water. Just take a quick break. Then we'll go right into our session because that warm up gets me every time. Right. So we're going to start off with something that we do in ballet, which is called a flat back Horton. Okay, it strengthens the entire body and stretches the entire body, but the main focus will be our hamstrings and our calves. Okay, we're going to be strengthening up the back and the shoulders and the arms. So I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to have legs and feet together, nice and tight, arms strong by your ears, and you are leaning forward, reaching all the way, and we're stopping in the middle. Okay, that's what it looks like. If you're struggling to go forward without curving your spine, then stop where you can feel your spine curving. So if you get this low and you feel your back starting to curve, then just hold it here and reach forward. You don't just want to come down and lean into your hips like this, into your hips and your heels. You want to be reaching forward, back nice and flat. Okay? It is quite hard, but just try to keep up. We'll do 20-second hold. Well, we'll work our way up to a 20-second hold. We'll do 2 legs together, then we'll do legs apart. So let's go. Legs and feet together, arms nice and strong, and we are coming down. And coming up. Lovely. And we'll go one more time. Keep your arms by your side this time, and then we're gonna work them forward. So we are coming down. Arms forward. And relax. Shake your legs out. Right, we're going for the same thing, legs and feet apart. So this time we're gonna go to each individual leg. So starting off with your left, we're turning out to the left. And again, we are coming down. Maybe in the camera. We are coming down, stopping in the middle. Strong. And relax. Perfect. I'm sure you can feel the burn in your arms by now. We're doing the same thing on the right side. Arms up. And we are turning, coming down. And relax. Lovely. Still working on our hamstrings. We're going to do a toe touch, legs and feet together. So my main thing, as I explain every class, is that most, because they can touch the floor, they think that that's their toe touch. They have a good level of flexibility, etc., etc. That's not actually the truth, because most will do a toe touch just like this. Okay, just because I'm touching the floor doesn't make this necessarily good. Why? Because of my spine. So right now I want to be stretching the back of my legs, but because my back is curved, I'm only stretching my back. So what you want to do is bring your chest up, shoulders back, and flatten out your back. So if this brings you up off the floor, don't worry about that. It's all about posture first. Then you work on how low you can get to the floor. Okay? If you have yoga blocks with you, grab a pair of yoga blocks. This will help bring the floor to your hands. So same thing, you're going to be standing nice and strong, legs and feet together. And you're coming down, and you hold the blocks just here. So you won't be curved over. Just relax your hands into the blocks and let the blocks correct your posture. Okay, we're going to hold this for 1 minute. And we are coming down, nice and strong. 30 seconds to go. And that's 10. Lovely. And we are coming up. The next one is slightly more intense because we're going to do a toe touch, but we're going to be raising the toes, which makes the stretch way more advanced. So it may be best for you to hold one of your blocks. We'll still do this hold for a minute, but you'll slowly be raising your toes throughout. So you just be coming up and down, up and down, just like that. So I'm starting the timer. That's 1 minute to go. Knees nice and strong. And push back into your heels as much as possible, raising the toes. Twenty seconds to go. Excuse me, my battery is dying. That's 5 seconds. And we are relaxing. Shake your legs out. Perfect. And sitting in your straddle. If you have a stretch band and you need some help with your straddle sit, then make sure you're using your stretch band. So we are sitting with legs and feet apart. Let me turn to the side a little bit more. Okay, so as we already know, as much as we want flexibility, you have to have strength too. Okay, flexibility without strength is dead. So this is going to help to strengthen up our hips as well as increase our level of flexibility and mobility. Okay, so we're going to have our hands up. wherever you feel comfortable, and you are coming down far as you can, flat back, and you're stopping halfway and coming back up. Okay, this will help strengthen your core and your lower back too. We are coming down, and we're going to do this for 6. And down 3. Take your time with this, don't rush it. And this is our last one. And we're coming all the way down because we're going for a hold. Straight down, back nice and flat. And the timer is set for 1 minute. Again, if your straddle hold is looking like this, with a curved spine, grab a yoga block and sit. Okay? This is going to help you tilt from your hips, which is what you want to do. So it's going to take away that curve in your spine. So you now want to come forward. Even if you stop here, this is still just as beneficial, okay? This here is not beneficial at all. So hold it here. Use that yoga block. That's 25 seconds on the timer. And relax. Squeeze your legs together. Right. Back on your feet. We are going from a plie squat into a squat hold into our resting position. So I'll show you what that looks like. First, your squat hold, which is right here. You're trying to bring your legs parallel to the floor, knees and feet out to the side as low as you can, actively pushing your knees back, okay? So naturally, your knees will probably look like this, but you want to use your strength in your quads and your glutes and your hips to push your knees back like this, okay? That's when you get the most out of the stretch. It is hard, so just work your way up to it, okay? We're going to do 4. So we're going to come from here into our squat hold. And this is our resting position. Straight legs, okay? So we are starting now. And squat. I'm thinking of only doing 2 of these so we can get through most of the session that I've planned. But we'll see how time goes. If we can come back and finish off our 2 out of 4. So coming up for your rest. So I still want to get some hamstrings in a little bit more. We've got quite a bit of hips so far. Perfect. And we are coming back up for our plie. And we are squatting. I think we'll have time to do all 4 in a row. Perfect. And we are coming up. Lovely. Right back into our plie. This third one is going to burn. And we are squatting. Just one more after this. And we are coming up. And coming up for our last plie. This is like punishment. Good punishment for the hips. Wow. I know you guys are feeling this. And you're squatting. Make sure you're pushing your knees back from the inside, using your elbows. Don't be resting on top. Don't rest on top of your knees like this. Okay, push back from the inside of your knees. We've got 20 seconds on the timer. And relax. Shake your legs out. I hope it's not too dark and you guys can see me. Right, so now we're working on some more of our hamstrings. We're going to step forward into a mini pyramid. So just a slight step forward. We'll start off with the left leg. And it's just like the Horton flat back, you want to come down with a nice flat back. And we are stopping again in the middle. Just like before, if your back is curving before you get to the middle, then stop where you are, okay? Don't overforce yourself. You want to work on your posture before anything else, okay? We are coming forward, nice and flat. And back up, okay? Like I said before, we are taking our time. You want to feel the stretch in the whole of the back of your leg, the leg that's forward. That's 2. And we're going for one more. This next one, we are going to hold, but we are stepping back a little bit more. So just make your pyramid a little bit bigger. And we are having our hands down either side of us. If you cannot reach the floor, or again, if your back is starting to curve, grab your yoga blocks either side of you, whichever height you need them at, either that way or this way. Okay, use those. And you're holding for 1 minute. Make sure your back is still nice and flat. Ten seconds on the timer. And we are changing sides. Going for the same thing. We're coming down nice and slow, flat back. And we're going in for our hold. And relax. Shake your legs out. That was a good stretch. Perfect. And we are coming down. So we're leaning back, using your forearms to support you, just like this. And for this next drill, it's going to be similar to what we did in the warm up. So again, your toes are going to be up to the ceiling, legs nice and straight. Remember, we're not worrying about how high we can kick up. We're focusing more on our straight leg to feel the stretch in the entire back of our leg. So we're just kicking up like this. And we're going to go for 10. Then we'll change sides. Okay, coming up in 3, 2, 1. Lovely. And we are changing sides, kicking up in 3, 2, 1. And relax. Lovely. Gonna finish off with our frog pose. As always, a nice 5-minute hold. Okay, great for the hips. And like I said, not always great for the knee. So grab your knee pads if you have any. Try to do this without your yoga mat so you can slide down as far as possible during this drill, which you will because that's why we're holding it for 5 minutes. You will slide down ever so often. And I feel like the yoga mat kind of stops us from doing that sometimes. So I'm going to do this without. And I'd prefer if you guys do this without too. You can have your upper body on the yoga mat to rest on, but your knees should be off. Okay, let me get the timer ready. We are on tabletop just like this. Our knees and our feet go out to the side. And we keep our bum where it is. Okay, and we just drop straight down right here. You don't push back. You don't open the legs and push back. Okay, keep your knees and your hips in line. 5 minutes is on the timer and we are holding. You have 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the timer. and we are relaxing. If you can, because I feel like I'm stuck. Push back and just squeeze your knees together to relieve the tension. Well done. Let me pause this. That was a good class, actually. I feel really good. I always love doing these YouTube live classes because it gives me a chance to actually take some time out of my day and stretch too. Because when I'm teaching in person, sometimes I don't. Well, I used to stretch with my clients all the time until I wanted to put on weight, so I had to stop moving around so much. Um, so yeah, I really am enjoying doing these YouTube live classes. Thank you for joining as well. I'm about to upload this replay now. It usually does take a day to upload. Well, it'll be uploaded by tomorrow morning. I don't know why it takes so long, but unfortunately, that's how long it will take. Let me know if you have any questions, comment them on the live replay, or you can contact me via my website. Yes, again, thank you for joining as always, and I will see you in my next one.